A lifelong commitment to enhancing the quality of education by meeting and working to address the needs of students and his community. We recognize Lee Denzer with the 2022 ACES Alumni Association Award of Merit. Lee is the recipient of both bachelor's and master's degrees from the College of ACES. He served as a professor in agriculture at Black Hawk College East campus for 35 years. Prior to that, he leveraged his own experience to resurrect a long dormant livestock judging team at Joliet Junior College. He continued to mentor generation after generation of livestock judging teams, and he was instrumental in bringing national shows and conferences to his campus. Lee has generously contributed time, talent, and finances in support of the ACES Department of Animal Sciences livestock and meat judging teams. During his tenure at BHE, he served as Department Chair of Applied Sciences for 5 years and initiated many firsts, including transfer programs in horticulture and veterinary medicine with the University of Illinois. He recruited students from over 30 states and saw that they transferred out to more than 20 different universities. An influential coach, teacher, colleague, and friend, a 2022 ACES Alumni Association Award of Merit is presented to Lee Denzer.
Hello, I'm Lee Denzer. I am really happy, humbled, and extremely honored to be recognized for this very prestigious award. First, I would like to thank my older brother Gary for guiding and encouraging me to attend the University of Illinois and be a pledge at the Alpha Gamma Rho fraternity. Secondly, I want to thank my mom and dad, Norma and Wally Denzer of Bloomington, Illinois, for the sacrifices they made to help me attend the U of I. I know my mom may have lectured Dean Warren Wessels to let me in the College of Agriculture after my high school counselor said I wasn't U of I material. Thirdly, I want to thank Dr. Tom Carr for being my meets coach, my colleague, and my undergraduate advisor. Next, I want to thank Dr. Bob Easter for his enthusiasm for me and encouraging me in graduate school. He also went out of his way to help build partnerships between Black Hawk College and the College of ACES. Then a very special thank you to Dr. Doug Parrott for selecting me and encouraging me to attend graduate school and become a teacher and a livestock judging team coach. I didn't realize it at the time that each of these three professors were going to be part of my life forever and throughout more than just my career, but be friends to me personally. Next, and thirdly, I want to thank my sons, Sean and Joshua, for being in my life. They are the most important people to me, and I treasure their friendships. Without them, this award would not have been possible. They mean everything to me. Lastly, I would like to thank the College of ACES for selecting me. I will treasure this honor for the rest of my life. Thank you.
A manager, educator, researcher, and administrator, Brandon Moline is presented an ACES Alumni Association Award of Merit. Brandon received his master's degree in nutritional sciences in 2001 and has been employed by the Champaign-Urbana Public Health District ever since. He has served as a nutritionist in the Women, Infants, and Children program and as the director of the Division of Maternal and Child Management. His responsibilities include case management, health clinics, women's health visits, well child visits, and more. His involvement includes summer meals for children, vision and health screening, community gardens, and farmers markets. It's obviously a very diverse and full portfolio, and a nominator wrote that it greatly improves lives in the community. His administrator recalls fondly that one of Brandon's first duties with the health district was to portray the costumed character Sir Broccolot, teaching youth about fruits and vegetables. Brandon also is an active collaborator with many faculty and research programs at the University of Illinois, and he serves as a preceptor for the Dietetic Internship Program. Caring for his clients and the community, a 2022 ACES Alumni Association Award of Merit is presented to Brandon Moline.
Hi all, this is Brandon Moline coming to you from the Champaign-Urbana Public Health District, and I'd like to just take a brief moment to accept this award of merit for young alumni from the University of Illinois College of ACES. I'm humbled by the nomination from Dr. Chapman Novakovsky, and thank you for the selection. Um, I went through graduate school at the university about 20 years ago in nutrition and food science and human nutrition. Went through the first year of the dietetics program there at the university, and have been a licensed and registered dietitian ever since. My journey at the university was a great one. I enjoyed every aspect of my master's program. It being a research-based program, I was able to hone lots of skills and really develop and enhance lots of skills through the research-based master's program through the department. One of the things that I do recall fondly is kind of the team building aspect of the laboratories that I was in. Shout out to Dr. Keith Singletary, who's now retired, but was my advisor through my master's program. We had a great time doing really useful research around food and cancer research. One of the things I was able to develop pretty extensively is critical thinking skills, and I use those today. I'm sitting here as a director of maternal and child health at the public health district. And that goes beyond my nutrition expertise. And one of the reasons I believe I'm able to sit here in this position for the last 15 years is the ability to critically think and work with others to problem solve. And again, I developed that extensively through the program at the university. I'm very proud of my nutrition and dietetics background. Through the first 15 or so years, my work was really centered on the nutrition aspects of my division. We were able to expand our WIC program. We were able to work on community garden work. We now do summer food service programs, which is, feeding kids over the summer when school's out. So really rewarding things that me and my team have been able to do here at the Public Health District. With that being said, I can't go much further without recognizing all of my colleagues here at the Public Health District who do all the hard work, I would say. I'm in a position to make the decisions and work on consensus and team build and things of that nature, but really it's all the other nutritionists, dietitians, case managers, nurses, administrative staff that have really been key in my success here at the district and in the Division of Maternal and Child Health. Another thing I was able to learn during graduate school, which I was not great at in undergraduate programs, was time management and the sort of the independent work along with the teamwork. Something that I think somebody needs to develop a little bit, not something that comes very naturally to most of us when it comes to time management as an individual work, as well as time management when you're dealing with individual and teamwork. So my work here at the Public Health District is pretty collaborative across all divisions. So, we've been able to work with various departments here. 20 years in, I'm 2 pandemics in and working on a 3rd communicable disease outbreak right now. So I've been able to use some of my science background, been able to, use that to critically read literature, something I developed in graduate school as well. So many skills and tools that I developed at the graduate program that I'm proud of. And I just want to say thank you to the university. Thank you to my wife, who has been a great support, through my entire career. Shout out to my kids, Jocelyn and Cole. And really, I'm humbled to accept this award. And thank you very much for thinking of me. Have a great night.
A mentor to many who leads by example, a 2022 College of ACES Award of Merit is presented to Wayne Nelson. Wayne is a 1974 ACES graduate in agricultural economics. His association with the university continues in many ways nearly 50 years later. He is a supporter of the Illadelph fraternity and is also a frequent guest on the agricultural programming segments of WILL radio. He is well recognized for his weekly appearances for 37 years to discuss the current markets. He joined Tabor Grain after graduation and joined ADM after it purchased Tabor. His career eventually evolved into his own brokerage service, L&M Commodities. He has been an early adopter of game changing technology. He was the first Indiana salesperson for DTN data terminals, a pioneering way to deliver real time price quotes to producers. And Wayne was an early advocate of using federal crop insurance to manage risks on the farm. Wayne has also found time to support many FFA members over the years and has provided valuable career guidance to those members. Living life by core values of excellence, accountability, stewardship, innovation, and creativity, a 2022 College of ACES Alumni Association Award of Merit is presented to Wayne Nelson.
Hi, my story starts with a pig. It was a Yorkshire pig. I was 10 years old, and it was time for me to start 4-H. My dad told my brother, who he had been raising Yorkshire hogs, that he was going to give me a bred gilt so I could start raising pigs for 4-H and my college fund. Of course, my brother didn't get any money until I had all my pigs to sell, but that is how my college fund started and my journey to the University of Illinois. Down the road, a couple of years, my brother's in college. It's Father's Day, and he says, why don't you bring the family down, we'll go to the football game and go out and do some things afterwards. Well, my brother happened to know a football player, so I got to sit with the families of all the players. What a day. Can you imagine your first football game, the University of Illinois Stadium, everything just thrilling. We played SMU and we crush them 42-0, and I get to meet Dick Butkus after the game. Wow. If that isn't everything, at that point in time, I said, I want to go to the University of Illinois. And that's a dream I never gave up on. My high school ag advisors and FFA teachers were really, really good. They encouraged me all through high school to participate in all the judging contests, the speech contests, everything like that along the way. And they encouraged me to run for section president. That's a minor state officer. So fortunately, I won that position, and I met a lot of the guys. Half of them were freshmen in college, half of them were seniors in high school. But the big thing that happened to me was 2 of the guys lived at Illidale, as we're standing here at our 3rd place now. But they encouraged me to live here. And that was probably one of the best things that ever happened to me at University of Illinois, because I got to live with a bunch of really good farm guys who were taking the same classes and taught me cooperative living and how working for one and helping everybody else helps all of us. Ag 100 was a class that every ag freshman had to take. Dean Gardner was one of our lecturers. He told us, look to your left, look to your right. 1 or 2 of you won't be here on graduation day. I remembered that well because my draft number was 41 and I needed to stay in college or I was going to Vietnam. We also had Dean Wessels talk to us. Dean Wessels was very good, and he became a good friend of ours through the years. And I went over to talk to him. Easy guy to talk to. He said one day in his lecture, there's a lot of things that are happening here. We're going to teach you a lot of things, but the way technology is moving today, most of those will be obsolete by the time that you graduate. But what we're here to do is teach you how to adjust and to learn how to find the answer or where to look for the answer. And he was right. He also said that the people we meet here over the years are going to be a wide branch of people that you can look to, trust, and reach out to help. He says University of Illinois people like to help University of Illinois people. After graduation, I was very lucky to be placed. I was hired by Tabor, which was bought out by ADM, and I was traveled all over because I was single, and single people move cheap. It's a lot cheaper for the company to move them. So that offered me lots of opportunities to meet lots of great people. One was Fred Miller from Oakland. He was a bronze tablet at University of Illinois, an ace fighter pilot in Vietnam. A great guy that gave me such confidence and gave me more responsibility than the company really wanted him to. One of his good friends was Paul Cooley. Paul Cooley went on to be my mentor as it goes in the whole business of grain business, the futures trading and everything like that. And when everything got rolling really well at the University of Illinois at WILL, Paul Bates and Paul Cooley were 2 that started it, and Paul brought me on board along with it. I was a young kid that probably was the greenest one of the bunch, but Paul always was my mentor and took care of me and done extremely well. That was one of the best things that ever happened to me. you know, Charlie Lindy, Todd, all of the group that was there has always worked and hung together, and we learned so much, and we have such a cooperative group. You know, we got to do things with people like Orion Samuelson, just, you know, doing things, having dinners to raise money for scholarships. Everything was just great, and I just have to thank all the people at WILL for what they've done for me, and Paul Cooley especially for getting me associated with them. As I humbly look at this award, I look and say, this isn't an award for me, it's for all the people that pushed me, helped me, and made me who I am today. I especially want to thank Wayne Swigert for nominating me, Todd Gleason for all the work he helped getting things to help put in to do this and also nominated me, and people like Paul Cooley that we talked about, all the other people who were there, my family and all the good they done, and that first pig, and also the fact that without God and the people that he sent me to, I wouldn't be here tonight. Thank you.
A nationally recognized science communicator, agricultural marketer, and public relations specialist in the fields of animal agriculture, food, and other science-based subjects. An ACES Alumni Association Award of Merit is presented to Wendy Fike Pinkerton. Wendy is a 1982 ACES graduate in agricultural communications, with a 1990 master's in meat science from the University of Florida. For over 30 years, she has effectively developed and launched programs to advance products and services to customers and consumers from farm to plate. Wendy serves as head of U.S. Industry Relations and Public Affairs Communications with Zoetis Corporation, a leading animal health provider. Prior to that, she was a founding senior partner of Demeter Communications, assisting those throughout the food chain. And she has also been an editor at Dover Journal and a research communicator for the National Livestock and Meat Board and a member of the ACES Advancement Team. Wendy has always advocated for women in the workplace, especially in agriculture-related fields. For her unwavering commitment to the agencies, institutions, and companies she has served, a 2022 ACES Alumni Association Award of Merit is presented to Wendy Fike Pinkerton.
ILL. ILL. That response and the spirit behind it are among the many reasons I am a proud alumna of the University of Illinois Urbana-Champaign and the College of ACES. I am honored and humbled tonight to accept the 2022 College of Agricultural, Consumer, and Environmental Sciences Alumni Association Award of Merit. With this, I walk among giants, and I am ever grateful to the past recipients and their examples as alumni who lead, create, and contribute to the success of our college and university, and to the businesses, organizations, and institutions in which they labor. My 4 years in the college were memorable, educational, developmental, and invaluable, and I must say, just a little fun. I'm not sure, though, as a student, that one fully understands and appreciates the monumental effect on your abilities and your outlook that the time in classrooms in Mumford Hall or in the dean's office for a quick bit of advice, or at the old arena in the stock pavilion evaluating livestock. Then they were part of the day. Today, they are valued, even inspiring memories. As University of Illinois College of ACES alumni, we have been given great gifts. Not just our education, but also friends and mentors and colleagues that live and work across the globe and who are very willing to take a call or a text, an email, even a Zoom to catch up, to give advice, make a referral, or discuss ideas. We are members of an incredible family. We've been given the world as University of Illinois College of ACES alumni. I have always held fast to the tenet that to whom much is given, much is expected. There is our time, our talent, our treasure that we can return to the college. I have and continue to engage with ACES. I hope you have too. Thank you again to the College of ACES Alumni Association. Thank you to those who organized and made the nomination, and you who supported it in your genuine, kind, and thoughtful letters of support. Thank you to my family, especially my husband Gary and my son Aaron, who lovingly back my work, my volunteer time, and even my orange and blue apparel. Thank you.